Hi, this is Derek. Trying to get back in the swing of things here. Still working on lighting and audio, clearly. But I wanted to do a hopefully quick DVD and Blu ray update for today because it's kind of a bittersweet one for me. Recently, HMV, which is an establishment that sells media like DVDs, Blu rays, even back in the day, VHS tapes, vinyl records, a whole bunch of other fun stuff. They've closed recently, and I know I have a few subscribers, or I'd say even most subscribers actually, that are American, so may not be aware of this particular chain, but it's well established in Canada and in Europe, and they've closed, at least in Canada. I don't know about Europe or even specifically UK. I think they still may be operating there. But they've closed recently. I heard the announcement about a month ago, and there is one locally in the mall in my city where I'd visited all the time. Ever since I was a kid, actually, I'd visit that HMV and purchase things from that. My very first DVDs, which were the four set of the Alien movies, the Alien Legacy Collection. My very first DVDs were purchased at HMV, and many since then. So it is sad to see it go. So I heard of it closing, and I saw that ever since that announcement about a month ago, they had like kind of the sign up like everything must go, 25% off. I was like, okay, well, you know how these things work. The everything must go. They kind of do it for like months on end. But then yesterday, I just happened to be at the mall and passing by the HMV to check like an update and see if they have any better deals, frankly. And to my surprise, the sign said last 2 days. 70 to 90% off. So I looked in, and you can pretty much visualize it. It's this whole store, dozens and dozens and dozens of shelves, once full, are all empty. There are only two shelves full of DVDs and Blu-rays at this point. So I kind of thought, and like obviously there are vultures around looking to get those good deals and things like that. So I almost kind of thought to myself, to kind of push myself into this can of sardines and look for a good deal, almost didn't seem worth it. And so I walked away. But then the little kind of angel on my shoulder said, this is HMV. This meant a lot to you. It's been a part of your life. Do one last haul, one last haul at HMV. So I thought, yeah, let's do it. So I found quite a few things. So like, if you're aware of HMV at all, sometimes they'll have like the deals like 2 for 30, 2 for 25, 2 for 20, things like that. So basically anything that was like 2 for 25 was like $2. Anything 2 for 15 was $1. Anything else with a standard price tag on it was 70% off. So I found quite a lot of stuff. So I'm going to show off my haul, my last haul from HMV. I think I found, a fair haul. I mean, to be honest, I wish I would have got there earlier to like really get into some great deals. But I found some cool stuff, and I think a worthy final haul. 15 items I got here. So I'm going to show them off today in my DVD update. This is a DVD. I'll show the DVDs first. This one has the slipcover, which is kind of cool. It Follows. This was a 2 for 20. So this is $1 for DVD with a slipcover. I have not seen this movie. I hear it's really good. I hear it's like an allegory for like STDs or whatever. I've heard it's like one of the best horror movies of recent years. So I had to check it out. And kind of cool that, you get the slip cover, and kind of interesting here. It's like a translucent case as opposed to, the black case, if that's at all interesting. I don't know. But why not? It Follows. I'm sure it's really good. And I love my horror movies, so I think that's a good one to get. Another movie that I heard was really, really good, a foreign film, Blue is the Warmest Colors. Lesbian love film. This is 2 for 25, so this is $2. Again, translucent kind of DVD here. So I know there's an actress in this who's become kind of a famous. What's her name? Adele Exarchopoulos. Yeah. So I heard this is really good. I thought I'd check it out. I know it's on Netflix or something. It's on my list, but it sounds like there's something in here. But whatever. Another one I got, another movie that I've been wanting to see. I'm a big fan of Paul Thomas Anderson, so I thought I'd check out Inherent Vice with the crazy, wacky Mr. Joaquin Phoenix, who I'm always intrigued by with his roles. Well, it looks kind of cool. I like 70s, 60s kind of stuff. If at the very least, it's not that good of a movie. I'm sure it'll have an awesome soundtrack. I have no idea what is on the soundtrack, but 2 for $15. This is $1, so why not? Why not indulge myself in Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film? I think still, and I think he was nominated for an Academy Award for the screenplay for that. So that's kind of cool. Another, it's well, you know. I'm not like opposed to getting DVDs, so I would have rather got this on Blu-ray. But Sicario, this was like 70% off of $10, so that's $3 for this. Actually, that wasn't that great of a deal, but I figured why not? It's not necessarily about the deals; it's about the final haul. So yeah, I'll probably upgrade it to Blu-ray at some point, but definitely a movie worth getting. Also, kind of a popular movie from Denis Villeneuve. Anyway, another one, a fantastic movie. This is a film starring Michael B. Jordan in a celebrated performance, and that's Fruitvale Station. So this is a 2 for $30, so I think this was $2. Certified fresh. So this is a great movie, kind of just a day in the life of a man who's, well, I don't think I'm giving any away, but it's the last day of his life, and kind of takes the significance of that in insignificant things that occur throughout the day. So I thought this was a great movie, very powerful, and also Octavia Spencer, she's really great in it as well. So great movie. Another one, this was an interesting film to find because a lot of these fairly recent films. But this is Marty, starring Ernest Borgnine in his Academy Award-winning role. This movie also won the Academy Award for Best Picture. This is, I think, 1955 or so. Yeah, 1955. So I haven't seen this in years and years. I saw it on TV probably like 20 years ago. But from what I remember, a good movie and just kind of interesting. It's Ernest Borgnine. He's not the typical matinee idol, right? So, I mean, he's not Clark Gable, clearly, but to show a movie about a man who's, kind of homely and stocky, and his kind of romantic endeavors and a relationship that forms with kind of a bookish woman. I thought it was an interesting concept, at least for the time. I mean, it probably feels a little bit dated now, but I'd like to revisit this, maybe for my 31 Days of Oscar, coming soon. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll revisit that. Another one, again, it's a DVD, so I wish it was a Blu-ray. I wish it was a Blu-ray, but it's a Criterion film of one of my all-time favorite films, and it's a Robert Altman film starring Academy Award ruiner Warren Beatty and Julie Christie, and it's McCabe and Mrs. Miller. So this is the Criterion DVD, unfortunately, not the Blu-ray, but I had to check this out. Kind of a weird cover. I like the original cover a lot better. It's just kind of Warren Beatty docked in his friggin' fur coat or something like that. But it seems to have some good, interesting special features. A new 4K restoration, audio commentary. Well, that one I think Robert Altman already had recorded. New conversation about the film and Altman's career. Dick Cavett Show episodes featuring Altman and Pauline Kael, film critic, one of the great film critics. So $34.99. So with the 70% off, I'm looking at about $10 paying for this for Criterion. Even better than their half off sale that they have. So that was pretty cool to get. Again, one of my favorite movies. I think it's just one of the best westerns ever to grace the screen. And Warren Beatty, it's one of my favorite roles for him. Another one, this is a movie that I have in many formats, multiple formats. It's Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. But I thought, why not? Because now I think about it, in 1999, when that Elm Street Blu-ray set came out, you remember the one, it's the DVDs, they had the snap cases, each kind of rim of each case made up a picture of Freddy. That was also one of the first DVD sets that I got, because I love the Nightmare on Elm Street film series, clearly. So I thought, well, I kind of began my DVD journey with HMV with some Freddy stuff, so why not end it that way? And quite appropriately, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. So I think with this one, I'm actually going to keep it in the ceiling, in the cellophane casing. So I don't know, like, there's absolutely no reason why I should have got this. Just more kind of a sentimental thing, so why not? So anyway, on to the Blu-rays. I got a few Blu-rays here, which are pretty good. When I got it was a 2 for 25, so I guess that was $1 or two. I can't remember now, but this is a movie I really liked. Thought it had a great performance from an actor who we lost fairly recently, James Gandolfini, and that's Enough Said. Of course, the wonderful, lovely Julia Louis-Dreyfus in the main role. Gandolfini supporting. Really good movie about this kind of strange relationship, unconventional kind of one that forms between these two. And Gandolfini's just great. I mean, you can tell with his film role specifically, like whether it be something like The Last Castle, where he's like a very vulnerable, uncertain kind of character, or even like The Mexican, where he played like the gay hitman. He seemed to be always trying to get away from the persona that he was so known for in Tony Soprano, like the big, gruff kind of leader. So this one, I think, is the perfect embodiment of that. I think showed his acting range and what he could achieve in roles on film. I think it's wonderful. I think he should have got a posthumous Academy Award for it, or at least nomination for it. Really good role. Love the movie. So worth having in my collection, I think. Another one, an absolute classic. One I don't own on Blu-ray, so why not? And this has an Academy Award winning role. Kathy Bates in Misery. This is a classic, Stephen King classic. I mean, Annie Wilkes. Is there a more terrifying woman than Annie Wilkes? Is there a more poorly tortured soul than James Caan in this film? It is beautiful. It is wonderful. I'm very happy to have this on Blu-ray. So, Misery, a classic. If you haven't seen Misery, I mean, come on. Another one that I haven't seen in years. The last time I saw it, it must have been on VHS or something like that. And I think this is directed by John Frankenheimer, and that's Ronin, the Robert De Niro film. Honestly, can't remember. I remember, of course, there's a great car chase in it. So to see that on Blu-ray, it's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, great to have this in my collection as well. Another one, a movie I saw actually fairly recently for the first time. I did it for a review on this channel. For my on-demand reviews, and that is Species. So this looks like kind of like a reissue with like super cool artwork. I don't think it's like Shout Factory or anything like that. At least it doesn't look to be the case. But maybe kind of wants to appear as one. But it's kind of a cool art. Like you see the alien there, and it's all like whatever. And her in the pool with the guy. A really good movie, really entertaining, kind of trashy, sexy '90s thriller. Ben Kingsley. Michael Madsen, Alfred Molina, Forrest Whitaker, really great cast actually, and Natasha Henstridge, who went on to star in Species 2. So good cast. An enjoyable movie, and I thought, since I watched it on Netflix to review, I thought, you know what, I'll take this in my collection. Why not? So it has some good special features. Director and actor commentary. And H.R. Geiger. Retrospective, so that should be pretty cool. Another one of the best movies of recent years, in my opinion, at least one of the last best movies of its particular release, and that is, or particular year of release, and that is Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. A fantastic film. Great look at kind of the seedy underbelly of people who capture the footage that we just consume with our breakfast at news at consume with our breakfast while we watch the news. All this terrifying footage and kind of the competition that arises. Of course, there's a great supporting role by the late great Bill Paxton. Bill, we love you, we miss you. Terrific in this film. One of Jake Gyllenhaal's best performances as well. And you couldn't ask for a better debut from Dan Gilroy from this film. So instant classic, I think, one of the best films of recent years. Another one that I'm hearing great things about, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm a fan of Russell Crowe, and to a certain extent Ryan Gosling. I mean, he's Canadian, and that's The Other Guys, Shane Black film. So why not give this a look? Looks funny, looks good, kind of retro 70s kind of stuff, so why not give it a shot? Again, I've heard nothing but great things, so can't really talk about the movie. I hadn't seen it, but to get a Blu-ray, it was 70% off, $16.99, whatever the hell that was. Who knows? And the final one here, it's an older movie, which I don't think I've seen, and that's Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. is from the 50s or 60s or so. I know for the time it had some very advanced special effects. I think it even won an Academy Award for its special effects, miniatures and uh, rotoscope animation and stop motion animation, things like that. So that should be pretty cool to see on a Blu-ray format here, and to get it for $1 or $2. Why not? So I think that should be fun. It should be a fun movie to watch. So that's it. So not a bad haul. HMV. I mean, I can't really describe kind of the importance it had to me, but it was always a place that I could be able to go to, whether I, needed to get something and wanted kind of the immediate gratification of going into a store and getting my piece of media, my DVD, my Blu-ray, my vinyl record, what have you, as opposed to going online. There's nothing quite like that. Nothing quite like browsing through the aisles of a physical store. So I am going to miss HMV quite a bit. And, if you know the store, maybe you know what I mean. It was a really cool store. It had kind of cool stuff. And they had pop vinyl Funkos, things like that. Fun stuff. That's where I got any kind of just little fun stupid thing. I have a Chewbacca merchandise collection that I have. I got that all from HMV. And now that I think about it, there was a 6 foot tall stuffed Chewbacca there the last time I checked. If only I would have known and gotten that for 75% off, I certainly would have. But that's my DVD Blu-ray for today. So stay tuned for more from the channel. Again, I'm still adjusting here. I'm just kind of playing around with the lighting, sound, things like that. So hopefully this will feel a little bit more like the usual. And hopefully soon I will be doing my 31 Days of Oscar. Quite soon. I think in April we're going to be doing it. Until next time, stay tuned. Be sure to comment, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. Visit Derek237.com. And until next time, I'll see you later.